All right. Today is November 1st. It's Friday. It's been a long day. I've been waiting for these packages to arrive now for a good long while. So before we get into this, so this is where I ordered these from, and there's your information. This is harfington.com, the Uxcell or Ucell, however you want to pronounce it. These are 1000 watt 8 ohm resistors. They're made for uh, electric motor brakes, where you hook them up to your VFDs, your variable frequency drivers, to help with the braking of the motor. But we can use them to test uh, the power output of our amplifiers because it is a dummy load. And from my understanding, basically, that's what's in the amp dyno. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do an unboxing video. I have 9 resistors here. I ordered one, and then I was, going to wait. And these came straight from China. So I ordered this one, thinking that it was going to come in a reasonable amount of time. And boy, was I wrong. And then if it worked out, I was going to order 8 more. So a week, I waited a week, still hadn't shipped. It still hadn't left China. So I said, heck with it, I'm going to order 8. So, that way they can be on their way, because I have faith that they're going to work. So here's the part number right here. Part number, or the ID number, 1017502. So if you go to the harfington.com website, you can put in this information, the Ucell 1000 watt 8 ohm aluminum housing braking resistor, in your search bar, and it'll pull it up. Or you can type in the ID number and it'll pull it up. They are half the price. These are stocked in the United States, but you want to pay almost $50 a piece for them. So if you don't mind waiting a couple weeks, then $28.36 a piece. And then if you order 8 of them, then it's over a $200 order, and you get 5% off. So there is that plus too. So enough with that part. So again, like I said, I ordered this one on October the 18th, and it was sent standard shipping. That was the only choice because it was just the one piece, $24 part. And I received it today, November 1st. All right. So I have not opened it. I've been waiting to do this video. Now this package here, since it was over a certain amount, I guess, I was able to select the UPS airmail for delivery. So I ordered it. As you can see here, I ordered it October the 24th, which was almost a week later, and it came today as well. So let's see how well these are packaged, and let's see what they look like. I'm anxious to see. So this one, all right, so it's just in a plastic bag. All right, let's toss that to the side. So we've got some foam sheeting, thin foam, 1/16 of an inch thick, whatever. It's wrapped a couple times. And right offhand, it does not look damaged. That's great. Now this thing's about a foot long. The specs are listed on the website, and that's one tool I do not have on my test bench, is a daggone tape measure. But anyway, it's about a foot long, about an inch thick, a couple inches, 2.5 inches wide, or whatever. And then the leads coming out. So this is a wire wound resistor. I would imagine it's on a some kind of shaft, and then the wires wrapped around. And then you got your 2 leads here. And then let's just go ahead and test it on this this multimeter. This ON meter, I like it. It does a good job. So you're supposed to be 8 ohm, 8.3 ohm, okay, 8.2 ohm. All right, and then the leads are like 0.1, I believe. Yeah, they kind of teeter between 0 and 0.1. So let's try this again. 8.3. So then minus the 0.1 would be 8.2. So somewhere, you know, right there, right around 8.1, 8.2 ohm. That's great. That's great. So let's put the meter away and let's open up this package. Oh, and the reason why I ordered one is because it's rated for 1,000 watts. Okay. And there's a part number if you can read it. I don't know. Yeah, there it is. RXLG 1000W8RJ. So yeah, it's a 1,000 watt 8 ohm resistor. So I'm going to hook it up to an amplifier, and I'm going to hook it up to a clamp and a voltmeter, and I'm also going to hook it up to the base head garage watt meter. And I'm going to put 1,000 watts to it, and I'm going to measure the temperature. And before I do that, I've got to go get a handheld temperature gun. So I can't do that today because I don't want to just say, hey, you know, oh, it's, you know, feels warm to the touch or whatever. I'll show you, you know, what it actually measures. Don't really want to get a FLIR. You know, I can pay $30 and get a handheld temperature gun, and it'll do the job for what I need it for. So that'll come up in a different video. So now let's check this package out. I'm going to cut toward myself. But notice I did not cut myself because I can handle a blade. Don't want to hear any nonsense about, oh, you always got to cut away from yourself. Just learn how to handle a blade. Anyway, all right, so here's another one. Same part number. Looks to be in good shape, not damaged. We've got more plastic and the foam sheeting that they're wrapped in. More plastic. Same part number. All right, that's 2 in this box. Same part number. And I always like to just check everything. I have been fooled before or disappointed before. Order some subs because I might need them at a later date, and open up the packages a year later. Yep, same part number. I open up the packages a year later, and the subwoofer be damaged from shipping, and there I'm stuck holding the bag because I didn't open it and check it when I first got it. So I always make it a point to open these things up when I get them from now on. I actually had 2 subwoofers that was like that, and it was just a cheap 15 stamped steel basket, same part number, and it got dropped in shipping. There's two of them actually, and I had to wind up eating the cost because it was my stupidity for not checking them when I first got them. And the same one. So let's get rid of this box. And these are, you know, about a pound a piece, give or take. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1 makes 9. We're going to do destructive testing on this one. I'm going to see how much power it will hold maximum for a burp, just like a 2 to 3 second burp on an amplifier. And you know, it might hold 2,000 watts or 3,000 watts or 4,000 watts. I don't know, but it's rated for 1,000 watts. I don't know if that's continuous duty, 75%, 50% duty, or what. But you know, it's rated at 1,000 watts at 8 ohms. So we'll find out through some testing what kind of power these actually hold. So let's check some more of these. Let's check the rest of these. Can you see that in the screen? Yeah. All right, so let's check these one at a time. And that first one, it's over there. It was 8.2, 8.3, something like that. Let's just check, make sure they're all about the same. Okay, 8.3, that one's good. .3. All right, that one's good. And I'm just putting just a little bit of pressure on the terminals there because loose connections cause resistance, right? Just like in any type of electrical device or circuit or system or whatever. See, I don't have it good on there. All right, now there's 8.3 on that one. And I also trying not to keep my fingers from touching the probes because that can throw the readings off as well, because your body, it will throw a resistance reading too. There's 8.3 on that one as well. So it's looking like that they're all going to read the same. We've got 4 more to go. I mean, this is kind of boring. I don't have a video editor as of yet. I'll work on that. So 8.2. 8.2 on that one. Oh. Well, I dropped that one. So let's check it again. Let's check it again and make sure it didn't mess up nothing. I'm sure it didn't. There you go, 8.3. So, yeah, I didn't mean to drop it, but, you know, things happen. So, what was that, a little 3-inch drop test? Unintentional. All right, 8.3 on that one. .2 on that one. And 1/10 of an ohm. I mean, you know, these things are rated within 5% tolerance. 5% tolerance, so 0.1 ohm. And there's 8.3 on that one. So yeah, they've done a really, really good job on making these units because they are all within 0.1 ohms. of resistance. That's not impedance, that's resistance. That's a topic for another day. I'm not getting into that right now. So, see if I can get all that in the picture, in the screen. Let me take it off the stand. So, again, one of them is going to be for destructive testing, and the other 8 is going to be for a 1 ohm load at the lowest impedance as of right now. You know, as time and money allows, maybe, you know, if these work out to be what I need, then maybe I will order 8 more, and that way we can drop amplifiers to a half an ohm load for the amplifiers that are rated for a half of an ohm. So I'm going to use these resistor banks to test the power coming out of the amplifiers, just like on the amp dyno. And I'm going to use different meters. I'm going to use a clamp meter. I'm going to use a voltmeter. I'm going to use I've got 2 basehead garage watt meters. I'm going to test to make sure that they read the same. And again, as money allows, I'm going to buy an SMD AMM1, and that way I can have that tool here as well. And of course, I got a couple of oscilloscopes. You know, we've got a pretty decent setup. I just got to have the time to set everything up. You'll see changes on this workbench in the days and weeks and months coming. And well, that's about all I can say for that today. I like the way that these resistors look. I'm going to have to mount them on a wall, and I do have some fans, you know, to put on them. They're DC fans, and they're kind of quiet. I'll show those as well. As a matter of fact, I've got one right here. Ha! I've got one right here, and it's pretty quiet. So if they do get to the point where they're getting hot, then I can, you know, it's got an off switch, a low and a high setting, and they come with a long cord. I've used them in a vehicle before, and it's got the cigarette lighter plug in, but all you got to do is just cut the plug off and then find the positive and the negative wire, and you can wire it straight, you know, like to a relay system or whatever. But I've got like 4 of these, so cooling won't be an issue with these once I get everything set up. Again, you know, sorry for the long video, but you know, it took a while to unbox them and test to make sure everything was correct and make sure they were all not damaged and all that good stuff. So that's it for this one.